My name is Karine Asamba. I'm a food processor and I'm a co-founder of Samwa Natural Food. We process food in a natural way. Well, we try as much as possible to make it as natural as it is. So we process flours like cassava, we dry it and make flour out of it. We make also sweet potato, arrowroot, flours, green banana, and we also process mangoes into mango ketchup, which is fairly new in the market. I think we are the only ones who make mango ketchup in Kenya. Social media, we have a YouTube channel where we teach people how to use our products, like our flours, even our ketchup. Like our tomato ketchup is 67% tomato, so you can use it in place of tomatoes. Let's say you're cooking and you realize you've run out of tomatoes, you can use our tomato ketchup to cook your stew, because it's just 67% tomato with a bit of sugar and spices. So we teach people how to use our product. Even our mango ketchup, how you can use it as a marinade to marinate your chicken, your beef, you know, if you want to grill, and even cooking with stew. And also our flours, how to bake with our flours, because our flours are gluten-free, so they don't have that elasticity like wheat. You know, wheat stretches. So we teach you how to use our flours so that they behave the same way you would wheat would behave, so that you can bake your bread, you can bake your cookies, and whatever it is that you would like to do as an alternative to wheat. Well, we really didn't plan to go into this business. I can say it was maybe fate, or God just made it happen, because how we started, my husband was planting passion fruit commercially, and he used to supply some other company that used to make passion juice and supply to hotels. So he used to supply every weekend after work. And the day he harvested the most, that's when now the company said they had enough. They didn't want any more. And, you know, it happens in Kenya, I guess, because that's a common thing. Because when produce is in market or is in season, then you find there's bumper harvest. So many people have it, and then the prices go down. And now, because we had negotiated a fixed price, I think somebody supplied them with a lower price because there was, you know, plenty in the market. So they did not want to take ours. So that is what now made my husband decide he didn't want to get into that problem ever again. So he decided to add value. And that's how he's the one actually who researched and came up with whole passion jam. That was our first product. And he was still in employment at that time. So we would make the whole passion jam. It's here. That's how it looks. It has the passions, you know, as they are with the seeds. So we would make it and supply it to his colleagues in the office, our friends and relatives. And, you know, everyone would give us their feedback here and there. And then we decided to make our second product, which was passion jam, which is without seeds, because there are some people who said, oh, we don't want to crunch on the seeds when we're eating bread. We had now two products. And people liked the passion jam. And we had someone who said, okay, since I don't have that passion jam and I'm already in the market, why don't you supply me? I put my label and we test the markets. So that's how we started. So we started producing for that company. they would put their label and, take to the market. And we realized it was doing good. It was doing well because we were not just doing the passion jam. We were also doing marmalade for them and pineapple jam. So then we said, okay, if this organization can take our product to the market and it sells, why don't we get our own brand and, we start. So that's how we started with the jams and the chutneys. So after some time, we realized, okay, at that time, my husband left employment to join me, so we're doing it full time. And then we realized it wasn't sustainable, and we realized not many people in Kenya take jams, with bread. So, and the market was not big enough to sustain us. So we decided now to research more and come up with products that are not in the market. So that's when we came up with mango ketchup, because we realized when mangoes are in season, there's so much mangoes and they just go to waste in the farm, they rot and all that. So we said, okay, in Asia, they have mango ketchup, they have banana ketchup, they have all these other fruits ketchup. But in most parts of the world, they only know tomato ketchup. So we decided, okay, let's, take the bull by its horns and just, take a risk. So we decided to make mango ketchup and we took it to the market. And we were surprised that people liked it. Yes, because it's our second best-selling product. Our first product is the cassava flour and then mango ketchup. So people received it well. They like it because you can use it, with fries, just the same way you eat your tomato ketchup. You can use it with food, your rice and stew. You can use it as a marinade if you want to marinate your chicken or pork, for those who like pork, or even meat, beef. You marinate it and you get that sweet and sour flavor. It's very nice because we just use pure mango. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I am a fashion designer. So, yes, so I was in business for about 18 years. 18 years doing making clothes. And then I guess I got bored. I needed new challenge. That's when now I decided to go into this business. Okay, my fashion house was Samwa Fashion. Yes, and Samwa is a combination of my middle name and my husband's middle name. And so when we were thinking of a name, we were like, okay, what name should we come up with that people at least are familiar with? So even though we are new in the market, we have some people who will recognize who we are. And that's when we decided to just go with the same name that I used in my fashion house, because at least my clients knew it. And so if they saw that name, they would relate it with me. We started with our savings because starting a new business is challenging because banks do not want to finance you because they don't want to take the risk of, they don't know whether, you'll be able to make it or not, because most companies don't survive the 5-year mark. So we had to, use our savings, and yeah, that's how we started. Okay, we started small because we didn't have the luxury of getting loans and all. We decided, okay, let's do it from our backyard because we have some compound. So we put up structures, and we went to KEBS and they gave us their requirements. So we put up the structures based on their requirements, their standards. They came and inspected and approved. That's when now we started. So that helped a lot because now it removed the burden of having to pay rent on a monthly basis. We thank God that we are in the era of social media. So that has helped a lot because the mainstream media is very expensive if you have to advertise. And we didn't have enough money to put into the business and at the same time advertise. So we would just advertise on social media, you know, boosting our posts here and there, and also trying to post, you know, regularly so that our algorithm would go up and more people would see. Yeah, and then since we were in supermarkets, we also did sampling promotion where we would hire somebody to, you know, go with our products and they sample for clients to taste. I guess if you're doing something that is giving you satisfaction and fulfillment, and then people are appreciating it, I think that is success. Because I love what I'm doing. Yeah, all our products are my recipes. Yes, I just go to the kitchen and I mix up things, come up with a recipe, you know, and then I let my friends and my family taste, and they give me their feedback before now we decide to venture into the market. So it gives me fulfillment that, you know, people like my recipes. This kind of business, what is challenging is that it needs a lot of capital, because since our main market is supermarkets, you find that you have to pay everything cash. Like now, to buy the bottle, you pay cash. To buy the mangoes, you pay the farmer's cash. Sugar, cash. Spices, cash. Everything is cash. You have to also pay the workers every end of the month. So you pay everybody cash, and then you supply to the supermarkets, and they pay you after 90 days. So that is really strenuous, and that's, I think, the biggest challenge that we have, because most of the time you have to keep looking for money, you know, but because you have supplied, but you have to wait 3 months to be paid. So that is really challenging. We have a website where we market, we try and encourage our clients to order online, because at least when they order online, they pay cash. So that helps with our cash flow. Yeah, but unfortunately, many Kenyans prefer going to supermarkets. But anyway, things are changing since COVID time. People are now, you know, embracing the online shopping. You really, really have to have thick skin. Especially doing business in Kenya, you really have to have thick skin. It's not easy. There are so many things that are required, you know, the licensing, the cabs, you know, even to be able to supply. For example, if I supply in Rongai, that's a different county, so you have to pay another license to supply there. If you have to supply to Kiambu, that's a different county, you have to pay again. It's just not easy. This is our 6th year in business. Yeah, in May we'll be 6 years old since we started. Yeah, and we started from zero, you know, as in new brand name, new products, you know. But what helped us also is that we wanted to make products that were not available in the market, so that we don't have to face too much competition. Like now, our jams are not just like plum jam, which you find with the big boys. So we put spices in it. So we put cinnamon, so we call it plum and cinnamon. Our pineapple jam, we put ginger, so it's pineapple with ginger. Our marmalades, we flavored them. We have marmalade with cinnamon, marmalade with cardamom, so that we don't really have to compete with the big boys, because it would be really tough. And then the flours, we realized that there are many people who are allergic or gluten intolerant, and there wasn't much alternatives out there. When we went around in the supermarkets, we just found imported flours like almond flour, oatmeal flour, which are very expensive and not affordable to most Kenyans. So we decided to come up with flours that we would use what is readily available in our market. That's why we went now to cassava, sweet potato, arrowroot, because those are readily available. And therefore, we were able to make flours that are affordable to most people. Right now, as I said, we have our own website where we sell online, that is Samwa Natural Foods. So you can order online and it will be delivered at a reasonable price because we have partnered with Sandy. And you can also find our products at Carrefour and also in other many small supermarkets. I don't know them often because they're like a standalone or just 2 branches. Yeah, but they're all over the country. So we are in Malindi, we are in Kisumu, we are in Nairobi, we are in Central. Yeah. Start small and grow as the business grows. Because I find some people take loans or they use a lot of their savings to hire big premises and invest so much in businesses that they're not sure of, because the client is the one who detects how the business grows. So if you start small, then you test the waters, and the customers are the ones who are going to tell you how fast to grow. Yeah, so that way you will not burn your fingers. I just urge you to support us, because we are Kenyans. So if you support us as Kenyans, we'll be building Kenya, because when we grow, then it means we grow as a country, because you'll be able to hire your brother, your sister, and our products are natural. We try as much as possible not to put preservative, and where we have to, we put as little as possible. So we have our YouTube channel, which is Samwa Natural Foods. We have our Instagram page, which is Samwa Natural Foods.